Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile Season 5, Episode 15. Last episode, we beat the game. More or less, we beat Act 10. And right now, we're going right in to the second labyrinth. I've got poelab.com open on my other screen. I did not do this the first time, but if I'm a good chef, I will screenshot this and put it in the bottom of the screen while I'm in the laboratory. I've never seen two dark shrines before. That's interesting. But yeah, so I've got this open, and actually, let me just kind of walk through. We're going to start in 1. I'd like to go from 1 straight to 3. That'll put us in 4. 4 to 6 would be great. And then 6 to 7. 7 puts us in 8. And then it looks like we need to do 8 to 10. We might be able to jump straight on through. So here we go. I'm talking fast because I'm on a clock. I want to get this done quick, not only for my real life stuff here at the house, but also just because I want to beat my last time by a lot. I want to, like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna be better than this is my best Path of Exile run right now, but I just want to make it even as gooder as possible. So looking for, I think usually there's this over here. And we have to go down here. Nope. There's a gauntlet here that I don't think we have to do. I hope we don't have to do anyway. My Quicksilver. Do we need to go in there? Ooh, that's a chromatic orb. I didn't check my inventory to see how much space I have. This is the room I need to go to. This takes us straight to the first trial. That's pretty amazing. Oh yeah. Hold on, just for kicks here, I'm gonna go like this and just dump everything in here. Okay. Let's get to Azaro.
Slumber should never be awoken. You are condemned. Such resilience.
Got him. That was super fast. So that was room 3. We're going to be placed into room 4. We're looking for an exit on the left side. So I'm going to kind of just head this way. See what we find. Arrow traps, not great. Don't love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, not loving it. Of course, they put you in these narrow, like, walkways, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit by them. Feeling good about this, though. Feeling really good that I put down Azaro so fast. Shouldn't have too many problems. I saw a doorway on the right, so I just kept going this way. It was like the sliver of a hallway. This puts us in room 6, so now the exit's going to be on the right side, it says, in the thing. And I am finding that, like, I'm recognizing these layouts. There was a point last league where I ran a lot of Labyrinth to try to get transfigured gems, and so it kind of taught me a little bit about generally where to go. There's my exit point, I think. That's the Basilica Passage. That's not where I wanted to go. Nope. It needs to be this way. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be really close. So there we go. Aspirants trial.
To strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. The emperor beckoned to entertain the world that is undone.
This is going really good. We've been in here for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe.
Finish this.
Wow, I got him down that fast? No way. He's still attacking me. Why can't I do damage?
You are inexhaustible. Loyalty is a fire that spreads
check
quickly
the axe, sure.
if the forest is dry.
Okay, this puts us, so I need to open up my map again. Alright, this puts us in room 8. Oops, no. In room 8, so there's going to be a right side exit. There's 2 dark shrines here. If I happen to stumble upon where they are, I'll do them. There's no point in not doing them, but I'm not going to go seek them out. I mention this every time, but like back in season 1 and maybe even season 2, I made it a point to do every single thing that was available in the lab. So I made sure I did every puzzle, I did all of the dark shrines, and wow, that took a long time. That took a really, really long time, but I did it for the content, you know, to show. The series was a lot more educational back then, where I explained literally everything, and I was intentionally going super duper slow, showing every single thing. This is not where I want to go. I need to go more this way. But since that point, I'm not really doing that as much anymore. I'm still explaining a lot, but not every single little thing. Still need to, actually, I could go here and jump over. Yep. And the last trial already.
An aspirant can afford
This was super fast, man.
Emperor
Damn.
must keep, though you must navigate your empire through troubled waters.
As soon as he dies, I gotta do slash blade.
Show me your resolved destination is more dangerous
That was so
than the
fast.
journey.
So fast. There it is, my final time, 9 hours, 15 minutes. Holy moly. 9 hours, 15 minutes. Innkeepers of the Flame. That beats my last best time by an hour and 35 minutes. That is an improvement. Wow. Now I can kind of take my time a little bit and figure out what the heck I want to do. Or at least, you know, I can gear up and not worry so much about time. So, add 3% quality to a gem. I want to do that to Earth Shatter here. Good. Sweet. And now we got to get our Ascendancy. Which one is it next? Let's see. Zoop. Where are we? Okay, here. So, I don't know which one is supposed to be next. Ah. Next up we go to Bane of Legends. Cannot take reflected physical damage. Wow. Nice. Attack speed and attack damage. Great. So then I know the next labyrinth for a mercenary lab is going to be Brutal Fervor. Life leech effects are not removed when unreserved life is filled. Oh, that's cool. That's overleech. Nice. This was great. That was super duper easy.
Good tidings to you.
And the second lab is done. I'm so happy right now. 9 hours. Just over 9 hours. That's pretty incredible. I don't even know how, man. Like, that's crazy. Wish I could leap slam here. But they got you locked down. Can't do nothing. It's a city. It's a town. So we still got time. Both in my real life and also for the episode. So we're going to talk to Kirak.
Kirak, we've invited.
And we're going to do the shipyard map. Because I don't think I've picked one up. Where are my maps? Why haven't I named it? Maps. Map series. Cute. Whoa, what the heck? Cool. I know I've picked up some maps. Where are they? Are they in here? Oh. Academy's here. Have I not put on the affinity, maybe? It should automatically. That's weird. I don't remember having to do that. I've picked up 2 maps. Where's my other map? There it is. Cool. Alright, let's do Shipyard here. And this is probably pretty dumb to go into with... I'm positive on all the resistances, at least. So I'm going to go in, and then, just admittedly, the last portion of this episode is probably going to be a little on the boring side. As I go through the gear that I have, that I've picked up, and try to figure out where I can... where I can get improvements and where... what craftings I need to do and all that stuff. So yeah, I joined the map and then immediately just got absolutely welcomed by a bunch of damage. Gotta be proactive with my Sunder. Also, it's about time to change over to Bone Shatter. So I'll need to die, apparently. Okay, at this point, anytime we die, we lose 10% of our XP. So that's a bummer. If I die really easily again, I may just boss rush, honestly. Oh yeah, we're way below level 2. So it might just be worth it for me to just rush the boss, finish the map, get the credit for it, and then bounce. He says as he's trying to loot this stacked deck. Statistically, oh shoot. Statistically, stacked decks are absolutely horrible. I watched a video from Empyrean Gaming where he like opened up 1 million. Him and a team of guys opened up 1 million stacked decks, and it was mostly useless. Okay, new thing. Instead of doing the map right now, we're gonna head to the hideout and start looking at any gear that I have that I can use as an upgrade, and figuring out what I need to do, and trying to get some resistances and stuff. I'm gonna leave that over here. So I'm using axes, so this is not anything. This is evasion and energy shield. I'm not using that. Here's that. Alright, I'm going to figure this out, and then I will end up, for you, coming right back. But for me, it's going to be a while. But be right back. And editing chef here, just doing a quick voiceover to kind of go through some of the stuff I was working out here in my inventory. So right now, I'm just going through, and that little area I have on the right side of my stash tab, those are items that I'm keeping for later to kind of do a little bit more research and experimentation to see if they have the highest likelihood of being an upgrade for me. And all of the other stuff is garbage, like stuff I don't even have to look at. Energy shield, base, chest pieces, spears, you know, those sorts of things that my character most definitely isn't going to use. Here I'm getting rid of a bunch of flasks because they take up so much space, and I picked up so many flasks along the way in the campaign, and I don't need to do that. I do need to fix my flask situation, but right now it's just going through getting the currency I need, because selling all these items will get me some good bubblegum currency to get be able to buy gems or just upgrade my gear, stuff like that. So here I'm looking at all of the rings I have in my stash, because I know for a fact I always neglect my ring situation when I am playing early game Rings and amulets especially are pretty hard to come by in the early game. So I usually there's a joke in our community in Discord where I think it was Crucible League. I had a item level 8 ring that I wore into like yellow maps or something. It was ridiculous. And then I was upgrading my gear and I happened to hover over the ring and I was like, what in the world is happening? Why do I have this ring? So it's a meme ring. I think I may still have it in standard. I don't think I would have sold that. That's a good meme. But anyway, I'll check on it another time. So I'm going to be making the switch here to actually using Earth Shatter, which, by the way, I'm a dodo brain because I, for the longest time, thought that I was switching into Bone Shatter, which a skill that I have used before, but we're going into Earth Shatter, a skill that I have never used before. So imagine my surprise when I started using the skill, but we'll get there in just a few minutes. Here, I'm doing some comparisons of items and looking and eyeballing to see what's going to be good, what's going to not be good. I had that axe there that I hit with an alchemy and it got worse somehow. And so this new chest piece has a very high armor rating, so I was very excited about it. And now it's a matter of going through, checking my resistances and making sure I can fix them and make sure that they're as close to 75% as possible. And it can be really nerve-wracking to upgrade your gear because say you find just an absolute disgusting chest piece, but then you put it on and all of your other resistances go to shit. Then you gotta fix all your other resistances. You gotta potentially get different gloves, different boots, rings, whatever, to help fix those things. So always a gamble. It's a gamble when, you know, later in the game and that sort of thing happens all the time. You want to equip a new glove, but your glove has got 50% chaos resistance and you have to find 50 chaos resistance somewhere else. So now I'm trying to get the sockets and the links on the new chest piece, which I did. I have Earth Shatter in there, and I'm consulting Path of Building to make sure I have the right support gems in Earth Shatter as well. Surprisingly, the build guide only shows a 4 link right now, which is good because I don't want to use a lot of Jeweler's Orbs, which I just did on these gloves that I'm going to be switching into. And this is a matter of playing roulette with links, sockets, and colors, and all that stuff. So I'm consulting and thinking, and it does go. I make a lot of changes here, and I got really low on currency a few times, which you'll see here in just a moment. But yeah, I'm really digging through the Path of Building right now. There's a whole notes section that was provided in the build guide, so I'm going through there because there's some progression information that could be useful. So I was going through there just to see if there were any tips about using Earth Shatter or switching over. So I've got cast when damage taken, and we're gonna get Molten Shell, and so that's gonna cast whenever a certain damage threshold gets met. And we've got other skill gems in there as well. So going through and just making sure that all of the skills that I need are available in my upgraded gear, which is also really annoying when you don't have the currency to do the things. So here I'm trying to get the right colors. I think I need I needed a green, 2 greens, a blue, and a red. Yeah. So got it after a little bit. Consulting the build guide again. Off screen on the other monitor, and now fixing our Warcry situation. I think I need 4 reds on the axe, and I got this 3 greens and a red, and I swore so loudly, but then I remembered Faustus is a thing, so I went and just did the currency exchange, got a bunch of chromatics, and I hit my 4 reds. Easy peasy. It's the benefit of picking up a few chaos orbs in the campaign. is I could do that now. I didn't have to worry about chromatics. So now I am curious if both of the war cries that I have associated with auto exertion, I think the automatic war cry, I'm curious if both of them are going to work or if none of them are going to work. I don't actually know how that works. So, but I fixed some links there because I was running into a mana situation, and looks like I got some gold, we've got currency, and now we're back in the map, and I'm gonna see how it goes now that I'm geared up. I got my new skill, I've got all the things, right? So it does this cool star pattern, Earth Shatter does, and I had to do a new Frostblink gem because my character ran low on intelligence in the gear swap, so I got a new Frostblink that I'm going to keep at level 1. The other one I had inadvertently leveled up. Don't need to do that. We're not using Frostblink as a damage skill or in hopes to do any damage, so it's okay to let it stay at level 1. In fact, it's beneficial to do that. I have died many times to Frostblink being leveled up, either by accident or just on purpose or whatever, and then going into an elemental reflect map and doing a Frostblink and immediately dying. It's embarrassing. Yeah, so I'm not doing a ton of damage here, and I'm very concerned about that. And my health was falling quite considerably, so I don't really know what's happening with that. And so I guess I was feeling a little cocky here, trying to go through all these rare monsters, and I'll remind you that at this point I will lose 10% XP if I die, so there is a penalty. At this stage it's not such a big deal. I'm still under leveled for where I am. I don't know exactly how far. I think I'm still like 3 or 4 levels under the area level, the monster level. So you know, I definitely have some skill points to earn in order to be a little bit more comfy. But yeah, it's rough. I don't know what was happening, but I guess I was feeling a little cocky to spawn in Aleph, and I thought, yeah, you know what? I've got this new skill. I've got some new gear. I've got this new armor. Let's try to defend Aleph. And I just watched my health just disintegrate. There is a skill on my bar called Blood Rage, which when you hit it, you start taking like physical damage per second. This is our death. We lost 10% XP. But you take percent physical damage every second, but it like increases your life leech. It's interesting. I don't think I'm powerful enough to use it, but that this is me speaking in hindsight, because at the time I thought, well, there's a lot of monsters around, so maybe I can use the skill and just freaking go ham. And you know, no, it's not looking good for your boy here. So I don't know if it's certainly a skill issue. It's not, I mean, skill as in me, my personal gaming skill, not the Earth Shatter skill itself. So at this point I decide, alright, this is bad. I need to get out of here. I need to finish this map, and I need to get out of here. So I saw that pack of blue monsters, and I was like, alright, well, they look pretty juicy, so I decided to just take them out, and that worked out for me pretty well. So now I'm on a mission to find the boss, kill the boss, and get out, because we're going to start getting Atlas passive points and making maps more fruitful to use. So here's the boss area. Getting lots of skill level ups because we're using lots of level 1s, and the boss just wrecked me, which was not in my bingo card for today. Didn't want that to happen, and of course I forgot. So there's me looking at Blood Rage, and so it leeches a lot. It increases my attack speed, but it also hurts me at the same time. So I don't think I'm doing enough damage to offset the hurting of me that it does. So, of course, I was feeling very confident in going into the boss area, so I did not put a portal down, so I'm going to do that this time. And start fighting the boss here. And honestly, this took a long time. I did not expect this to go so long. I felt like I was doing more damage with Sunder, and I'm not exactly sure why. So I'm gonna, after I record this voiceover and get the video rendering, I'm gonna probably open up the game and look at my stats again and figure out what in the world is happening. But finally got the thing done. Finished the map. We got an Atlas point, which I'm not going to spend in this episode. That's going to be something for the next one. And I'm going to wind it down here, so my guy's going to go over to Commander Kurak and complete the mission. But I just want to say thank you so very much for watching. This was another exciting episode for me. A lot of changes, a lot of big things, so I'm hoping here I can get some offline stuff done and get the character upgraded quite a bit. But I just want to say thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time.